decreases here, right? So we have which one? F. So it depends on your perspective. You need to write it down here. What do you understand from this? Either increase in private cars or either decrease in private transportation. I consider it more fairly because everyone wants to save more. I consider this as a decrease in private transportation because now it is more cheaper to travel through public transport and train. So F is going to be the right answer. F is the right answer. But in some countries, there's a culture and there is like status quo and all those stuff. People don't like to, travel, public buses. If there's a fall in the buses and trains, so they will say that, okay, it's so cheap to, it's very affordable to go through, public transport. Why not to buy your own car and all the stuff? So in that case, this is B. Otherwise, majority of the text and majority of the economics, because economics assume nationality, not culture, right? So last time, or I think a couple of semesters ago, we have a quite nice, healthy arguments with our students because on their country, if there's a fall in the bus fares, they will say that, okay, it's worthless to go from trains. Why not just use your own car and go? So because we're talking about rationality, people are rational, people compare the prices and all those stuff and buy the one which costs them less. So answer is going to be F. First answer is H, second is F. So are we clear? Everyone, Lancelot, Oliver, Sufyan, Venetia, Marco, Priscillo.
Yeah.
Good. The third one. A fall in the price of crude oil and increase in the price of the cars. Now, you need to find out which part, all the part belongs to demand or all the part belongs to supply, or some part belongs to demand and some parts belong to supply. Let's see that. A fall in the price of crude oil. So this is petrol market. So crude oil is the input prices, right? Because from crude oil, there is petrol, there is other petrochemicals, also the others like diesels and other stuff, petrochemicals, plastic. But crude oil price decreases. What will happen? It is more profitable, right? Price is the same, price of the petrol is the same, but it is more profitable to produce petrol. Supply shift to the right. Let me change the color. I think that would be very nice if we use. So we have a new supply curve that is S1. So enough? No, we have a second, that one, and increase in the price of cars. So this is petrol. Increase in the price of cars. What will happen? People will buy less car or more cars? Quantity of cars decreases. When quantity of car decreases, petrol is complementary. Quantity of petrol also decreases. Understand? Guys, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So what will happen? Because these two are complements and complements belong to demand. It means this is a case of shift in both. The demand curve shift to the left here. So what is the equilibrium here? E. So we have H, F, and E. Understand? Any question?
All clear.
Oliver, Sufyan, Venetia, Silo.
Yes.
All good.
Good. Kavarun.
Yes, understand.
Good. The last one. A rise in tax on petrol and a reduction in tax on car. So when a rise in the price of petrol, what will happen? A rise in the price of petrol. This is a case of the price increase. What will happen? This is a case of shift or movement. This is case of shift or movement. A rise in the tax on petrol, what will happen? It is less profitable for the supplier to produce oil, to produce petrol. Supply will shift to the
Left.
well done. It's tax, rise in the tax, not the price. Rise in the tax on the petrol. Okay. A reduction in the tax on car. What will happen to the quantity of the cars? People will buy more cars or less cars?
More cars, so it will be to the right.
More cars mean more petrol is going to be needed to fuel, to refuel, or to fuel. So demand shift to the right. Which one is the equilibrium? A. So answer going to be HFEA. Right? Guys, you understand, or should I need to repeat any of these? Let me ask one by one because this is a tricky one. Havarun, Om, Venetia, Marco, Oliver, Sufyan, Lancelot, Priscilla.
All clear. All clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Nicholas.
Yes.
Okay. Let's take a break and then we start our new chapter, and we will be talking about some of the limitation that we just discussed in equilibrium, and we talk about over there what was those equilibrium. So let's take a break and then we start from here. Okay, class, welcome back after the break. We successfully completed our chapter number 4, the market force of supply and demand and equilibrium. We talked about the applications of different application and case scenarios of law of supply and demand together. Okay, we have also discussed that we do have our number 1 assignment right after the holidays when we are having class, but before the class, not in the class or not after the class. Okay, so we were discussing one of the application of the demand and supply together, in which we talk about shift to the right, and supply also shift to the right, then supply or quantity was that this event increases mute your microphone, it's too noisy. Okay, so we find out, okay, any event increase or decrease the demand or supply, what will be the price and what will be the quantity. So that is the qualitative perspective. Now we want to quantify what will happen to the new price, how much price increase, and how much. Now we will talk about quantitative stuff, right? So quantitative stuff. Just the understanding of the elasticity is that just for understanding, assume yourself that you are a wheat farmer and this is your only profession. So when this is your only profession, you will work hard to produce more wheat. Why? Because when you sell more, you will have more income, and more income will come, and you can maintain your high standard of living, right? That is your only income. You will produce more wheat. More wheat means more income. More income means more quality of life. So you heard that a new research invented a hybrid wheat seed which increases 20% of your production. What will be your reaction? Will you buy that seed? Guys,
Yes.
right? You will buy that seed. But you are not the only one who buy those seeds. All the farmers will buy those seeds. And what will happen? You reacted that you will buy. Whether you should buy the seed or not, and does this discovery makes your lifestyle good or worse than before? Now think in terms of economics. Be a rational person here. So how much increase or decrease causes increase or decrease in equilibrium quantity? So let's just talk about, because we are now quantifying the stuff. We already know that this event is going to increase the supply. What will happen to the market? Think in terms of demand and supply. Supply increase to the right. So what happened to the new equilibrium? Price, you expected that price, that is your only option. Now price decrease, quantity increase, because all the farmers accepted that wheat seed, they produce more and quantity more, price increase, price decreases. Now, whether this is increasing your standard of living or decreasing your standard of living, how much? It means there is a need to quantify those numbers or those concepts so that we can easily find out whether this increase is going to benefit us or make our life worse, right? So we answer those questions by understanding the elasticity.